sweets, in today's video I'm gonna do it would have been a first impressions. Now it's turned out to be a review because I filmed this and I had a lot of trouble with my camera, so I had to film it again, and that gave me the opportunity that instead of being a first impressions, now it's gonna be a review. And I have been dying to try the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation with SPF 15. I'm in the shade 119A Buff Beige. I've never tried any cushion foundation whatsoever. This is the first in everything, or would have been the first in everything. When you open it, this is how it looks inside. It doesn't have any mirror. It has this sponge thing inside. It has a lid, and when you flip that lid open, this is how it looks. It had at first this sealed, but since I have used it once already, this is how it looks. Let's go for it. By the way, I'm gonna use, I think, another product from Wet n Wild, which is this contour palette in the color Dulce de Leche. This is really affordable. This is like $5 plus tax, and I think that you would have to use this like a psycho in order to hit pan. For the price, is an awesome purchase. What else I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. I'm gonna use the concealer and some lip products that I think the shades are new because the packaging said that is new. I'm gonna believe it. My primers aren't from Wet n Wild because when I went there to buy the things, they didn't have any primer with them. So I'm gonna use from another brand, and everything that I use from another brand I'm not gonna show you guys. I'm going to start with that parts, then I'm gonna jump right in again so you can see when I use the Wet n Wild stuff. As well, I was trying a new sponge. I'm not a sponge girl. I like to use brush, but I think that is because I haven't given them a fair try. I got this one. This is from Beauty Studio 360. I'm gonna do half of my face with a sponge and the other half of my face with a brush. I already wet it, and I'm dipping the sponge into the cushion foundation. It has product. I'm gonna stamp it into my face, and so far, usually you don't get a lot of coverage with the sponge because the sponge takes a lot of the product, but with this one it helps a lot. This is, I think, kind of a light to medium coverage, and I'm good with that coverage. I'm not into full coverage foundation for myself. I like to see it in other people, but in myself I don't think that that's flattering for me. I'm using my Real Techniques 301 brush. This is from the Crush brush collection, and I'm doing the same thing as I did with the sponge. I'm stamping in my brush, and as you can see, there's a huge difference between the coverage. This is a medium coverage if I'm going to compare it with my other side. I think that if you want a higher level of coverage with your cushion foundation, you will have to stick to a sponge instead of a brush. I think that I'm gonna use the sponge to even out my skin, but as you can see, this side has a lot more coverage than this side. I like the dewy finish that foundation gave me, and the products that I use underneath, one of them has kind of a glow situation going on that will help this cushion foundation to give me this glowy appearance. So far I like it, but I'm going to stamp a little bit more with the sponge. I didn't take from the product. Again, I'm just using what I have left over in my sponge to even out both sides. Now I'm gonna use my concealer. I'm dotting in the places that I need it, and I think that I'm gonna use a little bit more, so let me just first blend this. I'm gonna use my Sephora Pro 57 brush. This is technically my holy grail for blending my concealers. I like how the bristles are and the job that it does. I'm blending in circular motions as always. This is the technique that we usually use in the places where I apply it. My under eye, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow, smile lines, and chin. I'm going to apply a little bit more here and here in both sides. So far I like how it had blend. I like the concealer is as the foundation. It isn't a full coverage concealer. It is a light to medium concealer, and as well I don't have a problem with that. As always, I want my skin to look like skin, and I'm not going for a full coverage. I am almost 40-year-old, so everybody knows that I'm gonna have some stuff in my face. If I don't, you will notice, or you will know that I have done something to look like that. And I don't mind. By the way, I just do this because I like the way my skin looks, not because of the opinion of somebody else. So far, I'm in a good standing with this. I'm gonna set my complexion, and then we're gonna come back to use the other stuff that I have. I have set my face, and now I'm gonna go with my contouring palette. I'm gonna use my RLM Moda Pro 430 brush to do a little bit of contouring. I already know, since I have tried this once because of the first try of this video that I did, that this is really good. It blends really easily. It looks really good on top of this foundation. You can build it up until you are satisfied with how much you have on your face. And as always, well, not as always, I do first the hollows of my cheeks, then I'm gonna go with a little bit in my forehead, or in the sides or perimeter of my face, in my chin. I don't go all over my jaw, I just go in my chin to cut a little bit my face and for her to not look so elongated, because the bones of my jaw aren't as pronounced as I would like them to be. And in my nose, my bridge is really thin. That's why I only contour or bronze in the end or the start of her. I'm gonna use a little bit the brightening powder that has this palette. It has a little bit of, it has a mix of yellow and beige undertone. I have already tried it. It looks nice. I'm gonna do it again. I'm using this crown brush. I got it in a trio set. I applied it in my under eye and a little bit in my forehead. My entire complexion is done. Now I'm gonna set it, and I'm gonna go with the Wet n Wild Photofocus Natural Finish Setting Spray. Whoa. I almost took a shower with this, and I didn't remember that from yesterday. I totally forgot. I'm gonna use, I don't know. I have two lipsticks. One is just peachy and the other one is Never Nude. I think I'm gonna use the Never Nude one. By the way, it started raining here, so if you hear thunder or the rain, it is the weather. I can't do anything about that, and it's getting really bad. As always, I start with my Cupid's bow, then I go with the side, my bottom, first the center, now the side. I like the shade. Actually, it's the perfect nude, but I'm gonna apply a little bit of gloss on top of it. I'm into gloss lately. I'm into, I don't know, shimmery kind of things. Not glitter, just this glowy shimmer thing my entire face. I'm gonna go with my favorite. This is the Still Magnificent Metal in Citrine. I'm into this product, not this shade only, because I like all of the ones that I have. These are my final thoughts. First of all, you're gonna see an insert from the first time that I worn this. I'm doing a checkup of my foundation, and so far it looks really good. I'm not greasy, I'm not shiny. Maybe you're saying that she's all shiny, but not. This is my highlighter and the bases that I use to do my complexion, but I don't have any shine, greasy, whatever situation in that area. My complexion looks great and I'm enjoying a lot my foundation day. Well, my foundation and my eyes and my makeup day. It looks really good so far and I think it's gonna stick to that. It had been, I think, like 3 hours and a half since I had done my makeup. My opinion is still the same. I really like the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion foundation. When I took it off, I don't know, it doesn't break me out, but I think that my skin kind of reacts to it, but still I like the finish, so I think that I'm gonna keep on using it, just not as often as I would like to. And the same happens to me with the foundation as well, that everybody loves that foundation and I really like it and I really enjoy it, but I have that reaction in my skin and I can't find it right now. I found it. The Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. This is really good product and the price is extremely fair, but I get a little bit of reaction in my face. It looks like I have an allergy, maybe as a rash, because I have little red spots all over it, but it doesn't last. It is like, I don't know, it lasts that night, and then when I woke up the next day, I don't have it. I have my clean face. But yeah, I don't know if anybody have that issue, but I have it and I saw that I have it as well with this one. So I don't know which ingredient Wet n Wild use that other foundations doesn't, because it is the only one that does that to me. But besides that point, it's good. You have to give it a shot. It looks really nice. It doesn't feel like anything. It dries nice. I cannot leave it without setting it because I live in a tropical island and the weather here doesn't help to use your foundation without setting it. I have to do that. So far, it's a really good product. As well with the contouring palette, this is a great one and really affordable, and it's gonna last you through your entire life because it is really hard to heat pan in this thing. The setting spray is good as well. It is small compared to what you can buy, but it is $5 as well. You can ask for more product for $5. And the lip product, I have used this kind of product from Wet n Wild and I know they are good. This is $2. If you haven't given a try to Wet n Wild, do so. It's an extremely affordable brand and it's a really good brand in the drugstore. Don't think that because it is a cheap one, the products aren't good, because they are. And you can save money and you can get your look and your makeup to last if you were using an high-end product, so you don't have to spend that a lot of money to get quality when you can use less and buy some other stuff. So sweets, this is a wrap up. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, press the like button. If you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell to get that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.